Something disturbing has been happening in the world of Roblox and Discord. This is not the first story that I am hearing about where kids are being groomed on these platforms, especially Roblox. Not to mention, Roblox is not doing anything about it. If you don't know what Roblox is, you need to look it up. It's a gaming platform where hundreds and thousands of people access this game daily. And they build worlds. You know, you do what you do in video games. But what happens when your child is on this platform and someone on the other end who they think they're playing with is serious and they tell them to do certain things that you would not agree with? This is exactly what's happening to kids, and I want to bring this and make you aware of what's going on. As a parent, especially if you have kids, you should know exactly what's going on because sometimes we're just too busy and we don't have time. I don't believe these platforms should be raising your kids, even though these kids are what? iPad babies. By the time they turn 3, 4 years old, they already have an iPad or a TV screen in front of their face. So you need to make time for your kids, or you need to have extra security and make sure you are definitely watching and making sure they are not interacting with pedophiles on the net, because we all know it's a crazy world out here. So let's see what this special report is, because this mother has a story to share, and I want y'all to stay tuned.
And now to a Situation Room special report. More states are taking legal action against Roblox, and more parents are asking if it's safe. This popular gaming platform hosts more than 111 million daily users, and Roblox
111 million users. I thought it was in the 100,000s. 111 million users. Do you know how many people that is a day? That's a lot of people. So just think about how many pedophiles are on this site with your children.
says it reaches about half of all American children and teens under the age of 16. Well, Kentucky sued Roblox this month, alleging it failed to protect children. And Florida's Attorney General just last week issued subpoenas calling the platform a breeding ground for predators. Joining us now for her first television interview is 𝗥𝗏 Dallas. Her son Ethan was 15 years old when he died by suicide last year. 𝗥𝗏's family is now suing both Roblox and the messaging app Discord. And her attorney, Alex Walsh, also joins us. Thank you for coming on. And 𝗥𝗏, I really appreciate your courage to come on to tell the story of Ethan, because you want to warn other parents. So tell us, as we start, what happened, what you believe happened to Ethan.
Ethan loved gaming. That was his favorite thing to do, one of his favorite things to do. He built worlds. He did so much amazing things with Roblox, and it was an outlet for him. He thought, and we thought, it was a good, safe environment for him. It was geared towards children. I read reviews. It was a safe place, what we thought. But little did we know the dangers that were behind it and what was lurking behind it. It blew my mind.
Tell us more about that, because I understand that you put parental controls on it. But tell us what you learned and when Ethan came forward to you and told you what was going on.
Trust and believe this is tough for her to do, especially speak on the son that she lost due to a gaming platform. It's really tough for her to do, so I can see why she took a minute to pause and she just didn't know how to go any further. This moderator had to basically guide her on giving us more information on what happened to Ethan.
We did everything we thought we did. We did our best. We put the parental controls. We talked to my son about the dangers. Don't click any links. Don't trust basically anybody. You have any questions, please feel, safe enough to come tell us. We wanted to be, we were upfront with him because of the dangers of anything out there, viruses, and let alone, little did we think this would happen to our child. A predator, somebody would reach out to my son.
Yeah, tell us more about that. What happened? Ethan came to you one day and told you what happened, meeting this predator, as you say, on Roblox initially. Walk us through what you were told.
Ethan built up enough courage in January of last year to tell me something was going on, and he was getting his words groomed. He was getting exploited, and this man at the time, this person at the time, he thought was a friend, a kid, someone his age, someone they would, bounce ideas back and forth, and he thought he was corresponding with a minor. Little do we know, it was a 30-something-year-old man.
Alex.
And
a 30-something-year-old man who was acting like he was Ethan's age. You don't think this could happen to your children? Trust and believe. If it's not happening to them already, it can happen to them. That's how easy it is, because you do not know who's on the other end of these platforms, who the other character truly is. People are hiding in these worlds. This is the reason why this online gaming world is tricky and it's dangerous for kids. See, adults, it's another story. We're old enough to know better. But kids, and when I say kids, I'm talking about teenagers, in the preteens, in the early teens, even the ones that are under 10. You have to understand something. You put these games in front of your children early, so that's all they know. So they start to trust whoever is on the other end of that platform, whoever is communicating with them. Before, games, you just played them, you couldn't interact with one another. Now, they are having straight up interactions where they can speak, text, message, all of that to each other. So what do you think is actually happening when these predators get on these platforms? They are grooming your children. And you wonder why your kids do not seem like the same child that they were a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Ethan had the courage and worked up the nerve to even tell his mom. And guess what? It still happened to them.
Oh, go ahead, Becca.
Yeah. Well, look, I'll jump in here for a moment, if I may, and say that Ethan's story, sadly, is all too common on this platform. Roblox provides this incredibly powerful tool to pedophiles, and it does that by allowing sex offenders to come onto the site and pretend to be kids.
Just so you know.
As in Ethan's case, this man who turns out to be a known sex offender pretended to be a little kid on Roblox, and he identified Ethan, he approached him, he built up a friendship with him, and then manipulated that trust, the trust that Roblox allowed him to develop with Ethan, to begin to sexually exploit him, to coerce him into sending pictures, explicit pictures, engaging in explicit communications. And he then sort of threatened Ethan for years, really. I'm going to tell your parents, I'm going to put this on the internet if you don't keep doing it. It was horrific.
Alex, we did reach out to Roblox, and a spokesperson tells CNN in a statement that, quote, "We are deeply saddened by this tragic incident, and our hearts..."
I'll be honest with y'all. I don't believe a word they said, because guess what? Roblox did not investigate anything. There was a predator on Roblox that he got access to another child, and he was grooming that child. Yes, he was grooming the child, and guess what? Someone else got wind of this. Another guy got wind of this. They took his videos down. Yes, they banned him. I'm talking about the man who makes videos catching predators on these platforms. They banned him. They didn't do anything else to anyone except for him, because he was bringing to light what is going on these platforms. He had video proof. He had video evidence. He had witnesses. He had kids who were willing to come out. They banned him. Roblox did. Yes. In order to stop him from coming out publicly with everything and telling everyone what's really going on. They would lose a lot of money. It's all about the money. That's all they care about. Now that this is coming out, y'all need to bring this to light. Y'all need to share this video. Tell your people to tell their people. Talk to your kids. Because if you don't, I promise you, this is going to happen a lot more often. These kids don't know who they're talking to. There's sex offenders and predators on these sites, on these platforms, that disguise themselves as young kids. They befriend your child. They gain their trust. And then guess what? They get pictures. They get them to do lewd acts. Your child doesn't know any better until it's too late. Then, just like this predator did, they will threaten your child who doesn't want to get in trouble. That's why the mother said Ethan worked up enough nerve to tell her and let her know what is going on, that he was being exploited on Roblox. So yeah, if Roblox sees this video, they need to know they're despicable and disgusting, because they're not going to do anything about this. They make so much money off of this platform that they don't care about your children. You really think they care about your kids? They only care about that dollar. So y'all need to let everybody know what's really going on in the world of Roblox. Until next time.
If you like this video, like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more content.